Scotch is irritated too. He also wants to revolt and speak his opinion out, right, Scotch? Let's get started, guys. Hi, my name is Jermi. If you haven't seen my face before, this is my YouTube channel. It's called Red Luna Journal. You can subscribe if you want. You can also follow my Instagram. It's at Red Luna Journal. If you haven't watched my last video, click out right now and go watch it, because I don't want to repeat the same story again, because this video is probably going to be long too. I want to talk about this because it's actually bothering and irritating me so much, as well as the other dote girls. And you okay? As you guys know, Dote posted a acknowledgement post on their Instagram, I want to say a couple days ago, saying that, we never wanted to make anyone feel discriminated against and all of that kind of stuff. And then a couple days later, they posted an apology post. And that was yesterday or the day before yesterday, I think. They posted this and they were like, we're taking in all of your guys' considerations. Thank you so much for your suggestions. They put some screenshots of some people's comments that suggested how they can change in the future to make it more inclusive. I want to talk about that post because let me tell you guys, this is so frustrating. I will put some screenshots up here, but pretty much what's going on is that a lot of the dope girls that went with me on that trip commented on their photos saying that, hey, it's great that you guys want to change, but we don't see you actually taking the initiative. Why don't you answer our question first? Why didn't you post our photos? You can't just start now and say that, oh, from now on, we're going to be so inclusive. So that means it's not fair to us. We don't get represented. That's so not cool. If you're going to address the issue, address it completely. I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, to give a chance for them to respond. And what I saw, which you can see through these screenshots, is that they liked other people's comments and responded to other people's comments that were positive. They liked some girls' comments who were like, oh, this is so great, thank you for doing this as a company, this is a great first step, but we need to see some change, much love. They liked those kind of comments that put them in a positive light. They were responding to those comments. There were other comments aside from ours as well, of people who didn't go on the trip and weren't dope girls per se, who were also a little bit angry. What are you doing about it? Because you had the opportunity to do that with our trip. They hosted our trip to give smaller influencers a voice. So they took us through that trip. They said we could be a dope girl for a day, and they hired professional photographers, and they never posted any photo. That doesn't even make sense, because honestly, they marketed the heck out of that campaign. Everyone in the dope community was so happy about it, and that's why I want to speak, because I feel like I'm speaking on behalf of the dope community of small influencers and stuff like that, because I am one myself. So I want to make sure our voices are heard, because we were so excited to be considered for this opportunity. We've always looked at Dote with this amazing team of creators that they have, and we look up to all those girls and we like watching their videos. And so the fact that we were chosen, we were like, wow, that's so cool. A lot of brands won't do that. They won't even give an opportunity to someone who doesn't have a following. So it was so great that they gave us that opportunity to really advance our growth and showcase that people who are not necessarily famous and popular can also have a voice. You start from somewhere and you grow. They never posted any of our photos. And our photos were cute, guys. We had some good photos, okay? We had group photos too. They didn't even post one group photo. I would have understood if they maybe didn't want to post if they maybe didn't want to post individual photos of us, because there were 10 of us, so that's understandable, but they didn't even post a group photo. When I messaged the lady I was talking to, which obviously I'm still not gonna mention her name, I wanna respect her privacy, but when I messaged her, I was like, hey, when are you guys posting? And she was like, oh, we're just posting stories. And so they posted stories of us the week after we went to the trip, and they were like, oh, last weekend was so fun, blah, 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 it was so nice meeting you girls and all that stuff, and that was cool. But at Texas, when we went that weekend with them, they posted already on their stories. We had an Instagram live with them, which was such a cool experience, because we were all we all entered that campaign through that Instagram live. They posted behind the scenes shots of the photo shoot and all of us chilling, getting ready, stuff like that. And so them posting a week later saying they like missed a last weekend or whatever, like, I love them, but like that's not equivalent to an Instagram post. They actually had to sign a legal contract, which I didn't mention in my last video, but we did sign a legal contract stating that, you know, yeah, we're giving you permission to use our photos for commercial use. And so they said they were gonna post them on their Instagram. Like they said that, you know, for me personally, I'm 20, so obviously I didn't ask my parents. Like I told them about it, but I had to sign the form myself since I'm an adult. But all these girls, you know, they asked their families to trust this company, and, you know, the parents had to sign saying, yeah, like I do allow you to use my daughter's photos. A lot of the girls had to pay for their parents' flights because their parents wanted to come along, obviously, like to make sure everything is safe and stuff, which is totally understandable. The parents paid for the ticket to go along with their daughters because their daughters were really excited about this opportunity, you know, like, and they let us down, honestly. Like, I'm not putting any hate on Dote, but they didn't post our photos. Like, how do you think that makes us feel? Like, we went on this amazing trip, we were so excited, and then you guys didn't even post any photos. Like, not even one group photo. Like, really? It seemed like as if we weren't popular enough to actually get onto their Instagram. Like, you know, yeah, they took us along for the trip so we could experience the Dote Girl for a day, but then they didn't actually want to post any photos of us because we didn't represent their brand correctly or whatnot. That's literally how it makes it feel. And honestly, that's pretty much how it comes across. That was a perfect opportunity for them to take into their hands, especially since they hosted the campaign. They had the idea of giving smaller influencers a voice, and they didn't even like go through with it. So I don't even understand that, to be honest. It's just whack. We're willing to give you guys another chance as a community just because we love your guys' app and company so much, but we're all young girls and guys. Like, this is not how we should be treated, and that discrimination and segregation should not have been there in the first place. There's really no excuse for that. We are being very welcoming in saying that, you know, okay, like, show us what you change in the future. Those girls that went to Coachella should not have had different rooms than the other girls. I love all of them. I watch all their videos. So I'm not hating on the other girls that got like the good room or whatever, but if you look at some of their videos of the other girls that were of different races that got smaller rooms, and like their beds were couches, like literally couches. And these guys all had like a sharing room with like bunk beds, and they were all like full size. They weren't even twins. Like, you could tell in the video that they're huge beds. They had a nice bathroom with like beige marble and like lighted up and all that stuff. And their room seemed like it was like a rec room or something. Like, really, you're telling me you didn't notice that? It just doesn't make sense. Like, come on, as a community, as a company, you need to know that you're influencing people. And in my opinion, there's no way they didn't know. You know, like, I've met their team and they're all really nice people. I didn't get that vibe that they were directly like that. So I don't want to believe that, honestly. I also will put a screenshot of the email I sent to them here. They posted on their last photo their email address for like any suggestions and stuff like that. So me and the other Dote girls as well that went with me on the trip, we emailed them all of our opinions, and we'll be forever thankful for you guys taking us on this trip. But we deserve to be posted. We even linked the website where they had posted all of our photos, the photographers. Dote's platform is open to such young individuals. Like, one of the girls that I went on the trip with, and I love her, Sage, if you're listening, shout out to you. She's 13. I think she's turning 14 now. If I'm not right, don't kill me. But she's so young. Like, I'm 20. And so these guys are like really influencing like young girls. We're in 2019. Pick it up. So yeah, that is pretty much the end of this video. I just wanted to talk about it, and I'm not doing this for attention or anything. I just feel like I'm super confrontational, and I'm okay with putting my voice out there. I don't really care if anyone agrees with it or not. So I do want to be that person, that spokesperson for the people who are smaller influencers who don't really have a voice. The reason why I didn't address this before when I actually went through this is I wasn't brave enough to. I mentioned that in the last video too, and I think someone commented on my video that you're just doing this for clout and attention. Like, if you really had a problem with it, why didn't you mention it before? And I acknowledge that, like I wasn't brave enough to say so, and I don't think anything would have came out of it either, because they clearly aren't taking us seriously right now when we're posting publicly. I'm just hoping that Dote sees this and you guys really improve, because we need to see some changes. Like, we're being really patient as a community, but like, show us that you guys are worth it, because we really enjoy your company and your app. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Again, my name is Nurmi if you haven't seen me before. Subscribe down below if you want to look at my other videos as well. My Instagram is @RedLunaJournal, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!